Hi guys. By now, I don't think I have to tell you. Most of you probably have already heard about this massive uh, filament eruption. I'm looking in J Helio viewer here, and as you can see, this thing just kind of unexpectedly at about 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time yesterday snapped off the eastern limb. If you remember a few weeks ago, this is the same filament that seemed to erupt and then rematerialize on the surface of the sun. Kind of unexpected for it to unleash. A lot of people have shown you all the pretty pictures, but what does this mean for Earth? And a question came up in our research group: what does this mean for Curiosity on Mars? When you look at the impact this is going to have, let me go over to the CME prediction, and there's several. There's one here on the ISWA. They predicted to arrive almost September 4th. As far as arrival time, it seems to depend on who you ask. Okay, they're saying right before midnight, September 3rd. So let's check out Solar Ham's CME. Just go through. They're saying about the same time, a little bit earlier, more into the late evening on the 3rd. And they're showing just a glancing blow. They're a little bit more optimistic. Let's look at the ISWA streamer. That does not look good. But it really does not look good for Mars, which takes almost a direct hit. Keep in mind, Mars does not have a magnetosphere or a magnetic field to protect it, or the spacecraft that are on its surface. I can only hope that the mission planners had made preparations and thought of this scenario, and that those spacecraft are hardened against this enough that they can withstand this, because as you'll see, this is already turning out to be quite a proton event, and it hasn't even got here yet. Although it's trucking it, it's moving as fast as any X-flare that I've seen. Let's take a look at a more detailed proton chart. This is just now. This is current as of 3:21 p.m. September 1st. We expect this to go off the charts. Just refreshed. This is going to be a major solar proton event, and I think that fact has been understated. Going back to ISWA. Well, before I do that, let's look at the impact it's having on high frequency radio blackouts. It's still a day or two out, according to the prediction models, and already you have quite a radio blackout, and quite a significant impact on the South Pole, which is not too common. So I do expect this to get much worse, and my research team agrees. And as far as current effects on the magnetosphere and the magnetopause, not much. Thought we'd see some more disturbances, but as far as the standoff and fluctuation of the magnetopause, it seems very stable considering what's coming. Z-cut looks nominal. When it first occurred yesterday, I don't have time to go back right now, but at the time it occurred, some of these open magnetic field lines shown here in black on the Y-cut magnetic field seem to be drawn toward the day side and then became red closed loops. You see a little bit of that going on now. That one just closed. It was a open black magnetic field loop. But as this approaches, I expect to see more of these open field lines become very disturbed. And looking at Ovation Prime, we've already got 20 gigawatts of potential up here in the ionosphere. So, bottom line, I wouldn't go to bed yet, kids. This could be as bad or worse than, in our opinion, as any X-flare. And when it's due to arrive, it's hard to tell. Models show anywhere between late tonight and the evening of the 3rd. That's our solar update for now. Everybody take care.